Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D. I'm one of the girls, apparently, according to Anna.
According to what?
So the lot of you meet up at the stables, and Jimmy comes out. And he's like, hello there.
Jimmy?
I'm sorry, Timmy comes out and goes, hello there, Regina.
I thought you
have
had
your horses.
brought back Jimmy.
His brother's name.
So excited.
His brother's name is Jimmy.
Is it the Jimmy?
No.
We should go back to Cyril Jimmy. Fuck this quest. Let's go.
Yeah, screw all of your planning, Neil. We just want to go find Jimmy.
All right. So he meets you, and also as he says this, a woman steps up. A woman, it might be a little generous of a term. A young lady, a young girl, probably 16 to 18, somewhere in there, steps out from behind a divider between some corrals, and kind of looks about. And Timmy shakes his head, and she goes, "No, is this the one that you called Charles Wonderhammer?" He's like, "Oh my God, sorry. Please ignore my sister."
You want to see it too?
She nods slowly.
I'm like, I saw it.
No, she cannot see the Wonder Hammer. I'm sorry, it is not for display. It should not have been shown previously, and it is certainly nothing that young girls should be putting their eyes upon. It is said that the eyes of the young should be protected from the hammers of the old.
It's pretty
It is
nice.
said.
I don't know, but the first time was a joke. The second time might be a little weird.
Thank you.
Maybe later.
Oh my God.
Timmy looks at Regina Red Hat and goes, "Why, thank you. That's what I was trying to tell her earlier, but she insisted that she had to see."
May the gods bless you for your wisdom, young Timmy. All hail the gods.
Oh, hell.
Your horses have just started to rest and recover. We patted them down, scrubbed them down good, gave them some oats, watered them. Will you be taking them now?
They're gonna be too tired to ride?
I mean, he points to 3 of them. I wouldn't push those 3 very hard, but the other 2 seem pretty good.
Emma, you and I can share, and Arcas can ride the other.
Yeah, we could do that. We didn't even talk about what we found out.
Oh,
Quick, what did you find out?
I arrived very out of breath. Guys, I saw Lord Redfoot's carriage, and it was headed out of town, potentially toward that lame guy lord that we met before, his house.
Should we go investigate that?
I think we absolutely should.
All right, let's head there. And while we head there, I shall tell you about what we found out.
Oh, also I left out that I did confirm that Almond was staying in a hotel just near the edge of town about a month ago, but that he left about a month ago.
Oh, and I think I know where he left.
And he said that he was going to be working on a building or something like that?
I think I know where he left for.
All right, tell me on the way.
Let's start walking, Neil, so you can't tell us we're losing time.
Clever PCs. You talk and walk at the same time. Feat that is very difficult.
So as we walk, I say, talking to Jeremiah, I found out that, also Almond was most likely not in town, and that currently there's this big, I don't know how to say it in English, I was going to say huff bus or something, there's a lot of commotion or noise being heard about the
hubbub.
Temple. Hubbub, yeah, huff puff. That was close enough. There's this new temple being built at the edge of town or something. It's called the Hall of Gems. It's at the end of the Silver Rapids and the Emerald Woods. So it's just like the notes.
That's probably the place where the lens is supposed to be.
Yeah, Jeremiah was saying that there's a lot of laborers that are going to be working there, that are being sent there, and they're creating a big gem that's big as a face, and it's northeast from here.
Wow.
So maybe we should head there. However, I think we should probably investigate what's going on with Redfoot in town while we're here, right? Just try to be careful. I'm very scared of him.
Yeah, we should at least make sure if he is in league with the lord of the town that we know that, so we don't get, surprised.
Yes, agreed. So I'm not too sure how we should investigate this, however.
Well, maybe we should split up again. What do you think? Just to do reconnaissance.
Okay.
So I'll ride out and see if I can see him near the Lord's house. Maybe you and I go do that, and Arcas, maybe you go check out the outrageous temple.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
but the temple is far, no?
The temple is pretty far away. You stop and ask someone along the way, like how far it is to the Hall of Gems. And they say, oh, it's about a day's walk up the river.
Mm.
And it's already past noon. It's like 2 or something.
Well, then why don't we all go together to the Lord's house? See what we find
let's
out,
do
and then
that.
go tomorrow
Okay.
to the Hall of Gems.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lot of you head south out of town. And fairly quickly, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, come across the Lord's house. It is built up on a slight hill, and it has a gate around it, a wrought iron gate around it. You're not sure if that gate was actually there before, but there's definitely a gate now.
And it's closed.
Okay.
There's 2 guards standing in front of the gate.
Do we see the carriage?
No, you peer up the road to the building, and you don't see a carriage parked out front, but you do see a stable off to the side, and maybe the carriage is parked around back, but there's definitely no carriage parked around front.
Should we go check out the stable?
The stable's
maybe-
within the gate, though.
Oh,
Maybe you should use locate object to see if he's in
I
there.
don't have any more spells.
Oh, that would have to be tomorrow.
Yeah. I do have a spell that could help us. I mean, we could just go around and try to climb the gate from a side that they don't see us from.
Okay.
Or we could just go in, but we're gonna get noticed again.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be noticed. I don't want them to know we're here.
Okay. So Neil, is there if we start walking around the gate, is it daytime or nighttime?
It is daytime.
It's daytime. Are there a lot of guards?
Yes.
A lot of guards.
I mean, there's 2 outside the gate, like kind of in front, who are looking at you guys now because you've stopped nearby and you're like gazing up at the house. But I mean, everyone stops and looks at the house, so it's not that big of a deal. But there are 2 guards who are watching you, and you notice that there's at least 1 person patrolling around the building or around the grounds. It doesn't seem to be just around the house, but like around the house. Then he walks by and disappears behind the stables. Maybe he's not patrolling. Maybe he's just walking around doing something. But there are people about. It is not devoid of activity.
Should we just ask them straight up? Let's keep our fake identities and just ask them what's going on and if they saw the Lord and everything.
Yeah, just say that we have a message for Lord Redfoot and we're wondering if he's here or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So you walk up to the guards, and who would like to speak to them?
I vote Emma.
Okay.
Emma, speak
Hi.
away.
Hello,
Guard
guard.
gives you a pleasant nod.
I totally do this with my hair.
I didn't
Anytime.
see it. Can you do it again?
Yeah,
Hello there, miss. How's it going?
Hi. Good.
Kinda like-
How are you guys?
Rolls his shoulders back and puffs out his chest a little bit.
Is it a special day today? I heard that Lord Redfoot was coming into town.
Is that who came by? Some man drove by like a bat out of hell headed towards the city earlier, about an hour ago.
Yeah. I thought he would stop here. He didn't?
Mm-mm. Haven't seen him.
That's not respectful at all. I thought lords would always pay visit to fellow lords.
He shrugs. He hasn't, but if you'd like to give me the name of the place you're staying, if he comes by, I can come tell you.
Sure, I'll give him a name of one of the inns. I think we stayed in that town for a while, so I probably have one of the...
Yeah, you recall some name of some inn.
Yeah, so I say some name of some inn, even though I don't stay there. Don't care.
Great. I'll come by later when I'm off shift and let you know if he showed up or not.
Okay.
By the way, what did you say your name was?
Wait. It's Lavinia Star Poison.
Lavinia. What a lovely name, he says, like reaching for your hand.
I hand in my hand. I look back at Adea going like.
I'm like,
He
good
like
job.
kisses your
Alright.
hand and says, Lavinia, my name is Charles.
How long have you been working here, Charles?
I've been in the employment of Lord for some time now, a few years.
And is he treating you well?
I have hardly been more pleased with my duties.
And what kind of job do you do? You keep guard? I imagine you do even more things. Such a man. Seemed like you could do so many things.
Adea is like in the background, like,
What's your day-to-day like?
Well, most of it's pretty easy. Or at least you think it's easy, standing out here, making sure no one bothers people, but sometimes you get strangers coming up asking all sorts of questions that are, not people like you, of course.
People are so annoying, right?
You guys are clearly respectable, polite folk, but you get unscrupulous types about here. People who skulk about with cloaks and hoods up, pretending that they're trying to be inconspicuous and trying to poke questions, and you drive them off as best as possible.
Blood stains on their clothes.
Yeah, we got a lot of adventurer types, audience, because they have some urgent mission to do blah blah blah. And, most of these people are just really annoying, and they don't actually need anything. They're just trying to, get their gold or whatever. So we drive them away. Occasionally, people break in.
Really?
This fence is up here for a reason. We've had to drive back plenty of monsters.
Monsters? Which type of monsters?
Okay.
Is
this actually information you want to know, or should?
And when I say which type of monsters, I put my hand on his shoulder, going like, "Which type of monsters did you fight off?"
Let me take a look at the map real quick. Hold on. Well, a few months ago, we had some mermen come out of the sea.
Mermen?
A whole flock of them, or a whole school of them. I don't know what you'd call a group of mermen, but a bunch of them came out of the sea with tridents and transformed themselves.
Well, I guess you call them mermen because it's one merman and many mermen, right?
Right. Yeah. They came out of the water, had legs, had tridents, tried to storm the back of the house, tried to climb up the wall, or climb up the cliff face. And we managed to drive them back. I myself am proud to say that I slew 2 mermen that day.
That's crazy.
We lost a couple of people in the attack.
Those creatures existed.
Well, it certainly is a strange time to be alive.
Why would they attack?
He shakes his head. The one that we captured didn't speak common. We still have him imprisoned below.
Oh, really? And it's still living, even though it's not in the water?
We flooded the basement for it. We brought it. We sent a bunch of people down to bring water from the sea and completely flooded it. He's now half man, half fish, flopping around in his jail cell.
I come up and I tap Emma and I say, "My lady, we do have important business to attend to, and I'm certain you and your friend could continue this conversation another time."
All right, well, we'll keep in touch. See you later. It was nice talking to you.
Of course, my lady. And he bows deeply. The other guard at this entire time has just been standing and watching, but pretty far back.
Bye.
I wink at the other guard as I walk away.
Did he reply? Did he do something though?
He just turns his head to look forward, no, back to business.
He ignores Adea.
He completely ignores Adea.
And I is like, this is the best day ever.
So, I think I'm confused about directions because we don't have maps. Is the direction that he went out of town, is that toward where the Hall of Gems is?
No. I don't think so.
Let's.
Where Redfoot went?
Here, I'm gonna give you a link to the map so that you can take a look at it yourself. It is
I
in
noted
Zoom.
that he was going back south, but in the town, and that the thing under construction.
Let's put the map on the
is-
overlay. So you guys are in Hoskar,
Mm-hmm.
and the Hall of Gems is said to be at the base of the Emerald Woods, where the Silver Rapids come out.
Yeah.
Right.
He said
And
northeast.
you saw that would be northeast. And last you saw Lord Redfoot heading south on the road towards Orden or Ordir, and the Lord's house who you're currently staying at is also south of town.
I see. So he was headed toward Ordir.
Yeah, so initially he came up into Hoskar, where the guards said they saw him like driving past really quickly,
Mhm.
and then, well, he's not here, and the guards didn't say they saw him going back south, but you did see him exit south of town, although this manor is 20 or 30 minutes out of town.
What if he made an illusion of him going out of town to fool you?
That could be, because if he didn't pass here, he probably didn't go all the way to Ordir. So if my hunch is correct, I think he probably is involved with this building of the temple, so we should probably scout around there, and I'm sure we'll run into him again.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
rest up and get spells and everything and go to the
Yeah.
temple tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go stay at the place where I told the guy we would stay at. Emma strongly insists.
But then we'd have to move our horses and everything.
Your horses are all with you.
Oh, yeah. No, we only have 2 horses with us. The others are at the
You
stable.
left the others at the stable?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the stable is not attached to any inn. You're going to have to move them. I mean, you could leave them there. You don't have to move your horses. You can stable them overnight there.
Okay. Fine, Emma.
Yay.
All right. So you guys head back in and end up at the Striped Tiger.
Ooh.
Rawr.
Is there anything you guys would like to do, or should we fast forward towards that evening?
We can fast forward, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. A few hours later, you guys are all hanging out in the common room, chatting amongst yourselves about this, that, and the other thing. Arcas is probably a couple of beers deep at this point, I believe.
Most likely.
Most likely. And all of a sudden, you see this guy named Charles striding in
Hey,
through
Charles.
the front door. He's still wearing his uniform, and you see a short sword at his side, although his spear and his shield are gone.
But he has his...
He still has his uniform on.
Okay.
And he looks around and comes up to your table and goes, why, hello there, Miss Star Poison.
Why is he
Adea-
doing like this?
Adea brings a shot for her and Arcas when he comes in and takes a shot and looks annoyed.
Hi there. Did you finish your shift?
I did indeed.
How did it go? Any evil people coming in?
No.
Any fishmen you had to slay?
No, it's been a rather uneventful afternoon after you left. I must say, that has been the highlight of my day up until this very moment.
It was the highlight of my day too. It was a wonderful moment.
You're so good, Neil. What the hell?
That's why he's got a wife, man.
I know, right?
Right? Like, my flirting is shit.
My
Like,
flirting is shit too.
except for Sam. But nobody knows Sam. But if you were on a stream a few days ago, you would know. It's funny. I successfully flirted with someone.
Good job.
It was funny.
So,
Okay, so I guess I chat him up a bit. I'm gonna ask him like which kind of other creatures he had to fight in his life, if he helped build the wall. Did he?
he tells you about the various things that you have fought, or that he has defeated in his time. Thank you.
I act very impressed, even though I slayed a lot more than him.
He says, well, you know, I've fought ogres, I've fought goblins, I've fought lizard men, I've fought mermen, which are close to lizard men. They got the scales on the lower half and the human on the upper half, but we're not really here to talk about me, are we? I'm sure you've led a much more interesting, and if your appearance is anything to believe, charmed and charming life.
Yeah, I make up a totally BS story about like a wealthy family and like golden childhood and
Okay.
nice people stuff.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to get out of him?
I'll ask him if he had any news because he told me he'd tell me if there was any news.
He says, no, we did not spot the carriage headed back south at all.
So he didn't leave. So do we know if they're still in town?
He shrugs.
Okay. And did he say why they made the wall, like, suddenly?
He didn't say that it has been recent at all.
Oh, so it was always there?
You're not sure.
Okay. I guess that's it. I'm
Okay.
done. I just chat him up. I don't, like, do anything particular trying to get later.
All right, well, let me give you a charisma check from him to show you how charming and personable he is over the course of the evening.
Yeah, that's true. If he's charming, who knows?
Uh, 28 on his charisma check. So he ends up being a very, very pleasant conversation guy. Piece.
Can I try as well? Just
yeah, give me a charisma check for you.
Roll. 18.
18 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're a little awkward and shy. It comes off as.
Okay. Yeah, so we just have a nice time and that's it. I'm trying. Okay. I sometimes glance over at Arcas and seem disappointed that he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, Arcas doesn't care.
Yeah, he's just drinking with Adea and they're like having a brother-sister pal out moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Eventually you make some polite excuse and excuse yourself, and he kisses your hand again and departs.
Okay.
Okay. Next morning, spellcasters, give me your spells.
Already did.
Because you're the best.
Yeah.
And the morning arrives. Also, please, everyone, shell out 7 silver for your stay here for the night.
How much?
7 silver.
We need to make some money soon.
Yeah. I'm getting low. 7 silver, 75. Okay. Money subtracted.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we wake up the next morning. We message you spells, Neal.
Mm-hmm. And what do you guys do?
We set course for the Hall of Gems, I guess. After, could we ask like a random towns guard on the way or two if they saw the Lord Redfoot's, like the fast riding carriage or anything like that?
What sort of guards would you like to ask? Guys patrolling the city, guys on the walls?
Patrolling city and walls.
Okay. The guys in the city completely ignore you. Like, have you seen a carriage driving really quickly through here yesterday? And they just don't even bother answering you. They just keep walking. The guys at the walls. At the actual gate, which way do you exit town? There's 2 exits. There's a north and a south exit.
I guess since we saw him leave south, we could leave at the south exit.
Yeah, I think, well, we're just trying to go to the temple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just wanted to ask, by the way, if they saw the guy at all.
All right, so we leave by the south exit and then loop around or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy on the south exit says, yeah, there was some guy came through here like a bat out of hell, some well-to-do lord or something. Then he left a little bit while later and went around the city, headed east, just kind of flat out over the open terrain.
Aha, just as we suspected.
Yes. Yeah, he seems very suspicious. You're right.
I didn't go and say all that. I just said he was weird.
Yeah, weirdly suspicious. I agree.
Now you're just putting words in my mouth.
Well, just to clarify, Neil, we have all our horses and everything,
Yeah.
right?
All your horses, all your gear.
Okay.
And my
so-
dog, Fox, Kitsune.
You still have Kitsune?
Yep, I
Okay.
do.
We just didn't mention it in like
Yeah.
two episodes, but
No,
she does.
I mentioned her at least once in every episode, and she just hangs out and rides on my horse with me or runs by the horse, and she's really cool. And I've been training her. I remember I mentioned that every so often, like periodically, I'm training her over the course of time.
Just keep interacting with her in game. Keep role playing with
All
her.
right.
Otherwise, she doesn't serve a purpose. You know?
Okay.
Cool.
I've been trying to train her to retrieve items on command,
Okay.
and so far, obviously, it's not really that great. But
So far, it
So-
hasn't really been working.
yeah, she'll fetch if I throw something. so
Yeah, but
far.
you mean you've been pretty busy. The last few
Yeah.
weeks have been just traveling, booking it from one place to another, to another, to another, to another.
Yeah,
Okay.
but at least she's probably like getting attached to me, right? Like she's pretty loyal to me.
Well, that'll have to be tested one day.
Okay.
So you guys head out of town.
Working on spell list, by the way, Neil.
Sure. You wrap around the wall and find this kind of semi-beaten path. It looks like a newer road, but or a newer trail, one that is under construction in some ways, and it meets up with the river after a little bit. Give me perception checks, please.
Oh my gosh, trackpad's so slow.
Someone, please. Ugh.
Our
17,
perception's so bad.
17.
Oh my god, this sucks.
All right, you guys eventually make it to follow the trail. It goes alongside the river and follows the river towards the woods.
Is that in the
hate
direction
when
of
you-
the
Like, my curiosity sense is just freaking out every time we do this and we don't get it. I'm like, ugh. I wish for a fourth party member who was lucky and perceptive.
I'm not a demigod because he wouldn't have put everything into the awesome stats.
Unless he's a demigod because he's got like high perception and notices everything that happens everywhere.
Yeah, that's what we need.
He's omniscient.
Yes.
Damn it.
Okay.
I'm upset.
What do we call it?
I'm like, my oh my, we could have seen something, I feel. However, we didn't.
My oh my.
After most of a day of traveling, you come across this very large structure. You see it in the distance before you actually arrive at it. It seems to be 40 feet high at its center. It's a circular building with lots of windows on the top. It's a big circular base, and then it kind of, if you can see my hands, yeah, here we go. Circular base, and then it kind of comes up, and then here, and then it has another section that rises even higher, and that section comes to the middle, and then a little spire sticks out of that. So it's kind of almost like a 3-tiered building.
Is there anything at the top of the spire?
It's a large, looks to be silver or steel, some sort of grayish metal that juts up towards the sky.
And there's nothing on the end, no crystal or anything like that.
Mm-mm.